We tested the Disney dining plan to see if it was worth it.
And our thoughts might surprise you.
Welcome back to the channel.
Or welcome if you're new here.
I'm Matthew.
I'm Allie.
And I'm Finley.
And we're the Happily Ever Taylor.
Fam! Today, we are sharing our experience from our 2026 trip to Walt Disney World using the Disney dining plan.
In 2026, kids got to eat free on the dining plan.
Free in Disney World?
Not a thing you say often, so it was an absolute no-brainer for us.
So today, we're going to break our trip down day by day and talk about how much we would have spent out of pocket if we were not on the dining plan.
Beans also would have enjoyed being on the dining plan, I think.
He would have used many a snack credit.
He would have said, me? For me?
So in today's video, we are going to take you through our spring break trip day by day and talk about how much we would have spent if we paid for every meal that we put on the dining plan out of pocket, and then compare that to our initial investment to see, can we beat the Disney dining plan? And spoiler alert,
You can.
we did.
So stick around to the end, because after the breakdown, we're going to discuss our personal pros and cons of the dining plan. Share if you want to do it or not on our next trip. Also, spoiler alert,
We are.
let's dive into what the Disney dining plan is. As defined by the Disney website, it is a prepaid add-on package for Walt Disney World hotel guests. But basically, every person on your reservation gets a certain amount of credits allocated to them based on the amount of nights you're staying at the resort, not based on anything else other than quite literally how many nights you're staying is how many credits you get per night.
Per night, per person, yes. Your credits are based on how many nights you're staying in a Disney World resort if you choose to add on the Disney dining plan. And then there's a couple other nuances that go into it. So the first one that I always think is funny is the age of the people in your party. So Disney considers you an adult once you turn 10 years old. So kids 10 and up are adults. So kids on the dining plan are considered ages 3 to 9. If you're under 3, you're free at Disney and you can eat off of your parents' plates. But 3 to 9, you have to buy
At 4 years old, though, Nick will come slap your hand. You don't be picking off your parents' plate.
To be clear, here's my quick disclaimer. We're not going to get too deep in the weeds in this video. There are plenty of creators out there who put out phenomenal, in-depth, deep dive videos about the Disney dining plan. Disney Food Blog, Ear Scouts, All Ears, to name a few. If you're looking for a nitty-gritty everything about it, I would go watch one of theirs. If you're looking for how does a normal person use a dining plan?
Just a quick high level, what we spent and what we think about it.
And if you want a normal family going to the parks,
we do go.
I always appreciate.
We do be going to the parks.
We do. I always appreciate an average Joe's opinion on things, right? So what are the two different types of dining plans, honey?
You've got the Disney quick service dining plan, and you've got the full Disney dining plan. So the DDP and the DQSDP, as I think no one says that. So there's the quick. You'll hear it just called the dining plan or quick service dining plan. Those are kind of the two things. So the first one is the Disney quick service dining plan. On that, you get 2 quick service meals per night of your stay. And with those quick service meals, you can get an alcoholic beverage if you're 21 or up. And that's the best use of your money that you're going to get. That's how you beat the plan. You get 1 snack per night. That can be a Mickey Premium Bar, 1,000 different things.
Yeah, there's a lot of options.
There's a little on the boards. If it's included in the dining plan, you see a little image.
As a snack credit. I'll put a picture
the image
up.
here. And then you get, everybody gets 1 resort refillable mug when you get there. Use it as much as you can, as often as you can.
At all the resorts.
All the resorts. Snap it in your bag, any resort you visit. Some have freestyle machines. That's our favorite, especially at the Riviera, because they've got all the different Diet Cokes. Crispy, ginger, lemon, lime, Diet Cokes. C'est magnifique. A croissant. Chocolate croissant.
So then the table service dining plan is going to include 1 table service credit per night of your stay, 1 quick service credit per night of your stay, and one snack per night of your stay, as well as the resort refillable.
In the full dining plan, you get table service credits, which means
Hi.
Be Our
What does
Guest,
that mean, Beans?
Cinderella's
Tell 'em.
Royal Table,
Character dining.
1,000 different things, and those are the most expensive historically because they're prefixed, they're longer experiences, there's characters bebopping around. So that's why that one's going to be more expensive. Your Disney dining plan is going to cost more than your quick service dining plan.
Most table service restaurants are just going to cost you 1 credit, but there are a select few that Disney considers signature dining that are going to cost 2 credits. You don't have to spend your credits per night. So just because you have, let's say you have the table service meal. Is this distracting, this dog? Is this distracting you?
It's just going to have to be.
Everybody say hi, Beans, in the comments below.
3, 2, 1.
Hi, Beans. Oh, another thing to note is that you're going to get all of your credits front-loaded in your My Disney Experience app. I'll pop a little video about where to check. I took a screen grab on our last trip.
Yep.
So
it's
I'll pop
on the
a live
app,
one
and
here.
every time you check out, you get a receipt.
But they're all going to come front-loaded. So as soon as you check in, let's say your family is staying 5 nights and you decided to do the table service dining plan. You're going to go ahead and already have in, per person, 5 table service meals, 5 quick service meals, 5 snacks, and a resort mug in your app for every member of your party on your resort. So you could, if you decided to go wild on night 1, you could go have lunch, second lunch, dinner, second dinner. You could spend as many credits as you want in one setting. And you'll see when we talk through when we break down our days, how we chose to use our credits every single day. Some days we didn't use a table service meal. Other days we did. Some days we used no snacks, and some days we used a lot of
Epcot
snacks.
had a festival going on, so we saved our snack credits for the festival.
Yeah.
You can't go ham, but you also can be conservative and find out last day, ruh-roh, we've got a lot of food we got to eat.
So, really quick, before we dive into our days, there, as a general rule of thumb, how much would you say you want each snack to be worth?
I want each snack to, at minimum, be $6. And that's like, I'm probably not happy at that. I'm thinking more $6.99 and above is what snack credit I'm wanting to use. Because, like, I'll just tell you this. Allie has got an Excel spreadsheet, and we know exactly how to beat the system. And that ain't the way to do it.
Basically, if you're walking by a snack cart and you want to get something and you see that it's 6 or more, it's a fair use of your snack credit, is what we'll say, yeah.
Anything under, just pay cash.
You want your quick service credits to be about $25 for an adult meal and $7.50 for a kid's meal. Good news there is most kids' meals are at $8 anyway, so you're already doing well. But when you're thinking, is this somewhere I want to spend my dining plan? You can do the quick math and say, am I going to spend $25? If the answer is yes, like somewhere like Docking Bay 7 or Satuli Canteen, green light, spend your credits.
Because you're getting your food, you're getting your drink, you're getting all that.
The answer is $10 because you're just getting something quick from Woody's Lunchbox. Might not be a good idea for you to use your credit there.
Also, and this is an aside, and we'll talk about it later, some places don't offer kids meal credits. A la
You
Casey's
can use
Corner.
a kid's meal credit to buy adult portions.
Correct.
Yeah.
Sorry. They'll give you, like, corn dog nuggies. You can use your kids' credit for that.
Right,
So sometimes we'll bank Kinley's credits and use 3 of them for Casey's Corner and eat like kings and queens and princesses. But we'll save the adults until we're at a place that has
where we want to get another
the
adult
alcohol.
beverage. Yeah.
And then finally for table service, the sit down, the big dining plan, you want at least $63 for an adult meal and $13.50 for kids.
Yeah, which you can see the big disparity there. That's where you start to think for the kids 10 and up, is my 10-year-old going to eat $60 worth of food? Or is there even $60 worth of food available in 1 credit for my kid to spend?
And mind you, that's for the 1 credit meal. Some cost 2 credits. So now you're thinking, I need to spend $130 as an adult.
To have a good use of my
Which
credit.
you're probably not. It's plus or minus you're going to get there. But that's just something, like, we love Belle's.
Be Our Guest.
Kinley. God bless her. She loves escargot.
Who would have thought?
So she's amped about that, but that's a 2 credit thing. We know we're probably not going to get our value there.
So then you worry about every other meal
You worry about
around
everything else around it to make up the difference.
So now let's break down our trip day by day. and talk about what we spent.
Our trip. So if you haven't watched our trip vlogs, go back, check those out, link below. Probably one of our favorite trips that we've done. We say that every trip. You can see us use the Disney dining plan in live action time. Allie did some really cute graphics that you'll see throughout. Picture here. That really helped kind of show the process throughout, how much the initial spend was versus where we were at on the trip. We visited Disney World for spring break. It was March 15th through 20th. We stayed at the Riviera Resort, our home resort. And through that, we got the regular dining plan, which had table service, 1 table service credit per person per night, 1 quick service credit per person per night, 1 snack credit per person per night, and a refillable mug. So 15th through 20th meant that 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 5 nights. It's not days, it's nights. 5 table service credits per person for the trip. We got 5 quick service credits per person for the trip. We got 5 snack credits per person for the trip. And a refillable mug.
Yeah.
So our initial investment on that dining plan was $950.88. Mind you, again, kids are eating free right now, so that's the cost of what 2 adults would be. And again, kids are considered ages 3 to 9.
It was our number that we kept in the back of our mind to say, we knew we could beat it because kids eat free, and we've done the dining plan as tests a couple times, so we knew what we were doing. It wasn't our first go, not my first rodeo.
It is my second rodeo though. So we've each got for the trip total as a family 15 table service credits, 15 quick service credits, 15 snack credits, and refillable mugs across the board.
Yeah. But what I like to do is sort of look ahead at my trip and think about where we're going to eat, sort of plan out where we're going to have a table service meal, where we're not going to have a table service meal, where we're going to, share maybe a quick service lunch, where we want to eat our snacks, etc. So let's jump into our day-by-day, play-by-play.
So we flew in, and we needed to get the annual pass holder magnet. It was the last day of the trip, and we normally aren't park people on day 1, but we said, let's do it. So day 1 is Animal Kingdom.
So this was a day where we knew we were going to have a big table service meal for dinner, a buffet style. So for lunch, we wanted to just do a little split. So we went to Satuli Canteen for lunch, and we used 2 quick service credits, 2 adult quick service credits. Matthew and I shared a bowl, and then Kinley got an adult-sized portion of the cheeseburger buns. Mm-hmm. Is that what they're called?
Cheeseburger pods.
Cheeseburger pods, because she loves them. So with that, we were able to get the 2 meals, and then we ordered 2 cocktails. Mm-hmm. Kinley did not drink a cocktail. He did. I did.
We've just found that she eats more than 1 pod, so using the adult credit for her there is great.
And we just bought her a drink out of pocket. So how much did we spend on lunch?
$65.78.
Right. We would have spent $65.78 had we paid out of pocket, but we used 2 credits. And then we headed to dinner at Tusker House that night.
Amazing. Which
was so good. It's like an African-inspired buffet, all you care to enjoy.
We were like the last ones there, and so the characters were...
We had the best
amazing.
Experiences.
Super interactive, funny.
Definitely go watch that vlog.
Trying to keep themselves entertained.
Yeah, they had a blast. And buffets are, especially character buffets, are one of the best ways to use a table service credit. So for that meal, we used 2 adult table service credits, and we got a buffet, and each of us got a cocktail. And then 1 kids table service credit, and Kinley was eligible to get a specialty drink if she wanted, but she just went for, I think, milk and some juice, or milk and water, end of the night. Mm-hmm. So how much would we have spent out of pocket there?
205 doll hairs.
That's bananas.
That's a lot of doll hairs.
Yeah. One thing to note, it does not include your gratuity, but it does include your tax. Correct. So you don't have to worry about budgeting for tax. All of that is covered under your credit.
Yep.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, one thing we learned on this trip is that you can use Apple Pay as, like, if you don't have a physical card, it's all on your phone. Mm-hmm. You can use Apple Pay to tip or buy the extras. You just tell your server, and they'll bring you to the kiosk. So yes. I got to see all sorts of checkout kiosks.
In my mind, I was like, why did we use Apple Pay?
We didn't have a physical card yet.
Because we had just gotten a new credit card, and we only...
Yeah, we got our Disney Visa Magic, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
And we hadn't gotten the physical card. We just had it on our Apple Pay, and I was like, I'd really like to pay for Apple Pay because you get more points. And you just ask the server, and they bring in the back, and I got to see a lot of kitchens.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Also on this day, we did pick up our resort mugs.
And that would have been $69 in our pocket.
One thing, like the resort mugs are a great way for you to add value to your dining plan because it's kind of pricey to $23 a mug and change. But that's one thing to think about if you think about if the dining plan is worth it for you or not. If you don't drink soda and you're like only water,
not for you.
That's like $67, right? How many dollars?
$69.
That's $69 you're spending on a cup for water.
It comes out to $23 per mug.
So think about that. We do love each having a mug. We've done a couple trips where we just would buy one mug out of pocket and like all split. But I sometimes like a Coke Heavy, if you will. Mm-hmm. He likes Diet Coke.
We like to fill them up when we get back to the resort at night and take them back to the room. But you can't refill them in the parks. You can't. That's one miss that I think that Universal gets it right on, is that you can bring a refillable drink.
Well, they know Mickey knows what he's doing. So if we would have paid out of pocket for all the things we used a credit for this day, how much money would we have spent?
$339.75.
Ooh.
And
that's
what we
like
got with that,
a third of our.
But instead, we used our credits of 3 mugs, 2 adult quick service, 2 adult table service, and a kids table service.
Hot dog. All right, our second day. Magic Kingdom.
Our favorite day, but historically the worst use of your credits because there's no alcohol unless you're at a table service. Anyways, so this day we did a couple different things, as we talked about earlier about the Casey's Corner hack. We started out by going to Casey's Corner. We used 3 kids quick service credits because you get adult sized meals with a kids service credit. With that, we got 3 meals. I think we got corn dog nuggies, we got a hot dog, and we got chili cheese fries.
2 hot dogs. And then a side of chili cheese fries.
That's right.
Yeah.
We got 2 specialty slushy drinks. The
little mint julep
lemonade drinks. Mm-hmm. And we got 1 sody pop. And it's just a really great value. You got a lot of food and drink with kids credits. And so out of pocket, that would have been $66.
That's crazy. Because if you remember, I said a good value for a kid's credit is $7.50.
Right.
So $7.50 times 3 is...
Here's where she shines. It's $23 plus or minus.
And so for $23 in value of credits, we were able to get $66 in food.
Pretty amazing. Then we got a snack. What snack did we get?
Kinley got her favorite slushie in the whole wide world.
Oh, yes.
The mixed berry slushie at the Cheshire Cafe.
What'd that run?
$6.79.
So we used a credit on that.
We used a snack credit on that.
6 and above.
Mm-hmm.
That night for dinner, we went to...
Skipper Canteen.
We sure did. And this is where, if you go back and watch our videos, Kinley was locked in on a specialty drink for here. So we'll get to that. But that cost us 2 adult table services. Mm-hmm. But that came with 2 cocktails, 2 desserts.
If you're going to a restaurant that has a menu where things are different prices, with your credit, you get 1 entree, 1 dessert, and a drink. Mm-hmm. The downside is you don't get like an appetizer or an extra side. So like we're not always big dessert people at dinner, but you get the dessert.
Back in the day, I think they used to let you flip-flop between dessert and apps, but not anymore. So now you got to pay for apps.
So we did pay out of pocket for
because we got the cheese bread, which is an off-menu item, but it's not. Everyone knows
the worst kept secret.
Yeah. So we used 2 adult meals, which came with that. Mm-hmm. That came with the 2 cocktails, the 2 entrees, and the 2 desserts. We used 1 kids meal, which came with a drink. She could have gotten this really spectacular, like fancy,
she could have gotten like a $9
but
something.
This is when she locked in on her Stitch Cup, and God bless, so we got that. All in all, it was amazing. What would have
been $139.75 for dinner.
Yeah. So what did we end up for? And that was I'm sure we got something else to snack on throughout that day out of pocket, but maybe an ice cream bar or something.
Did we get spring rolls? I don't think we did. We didn't use any other snack credits that day.
So what was our total for the whole day?
So our dining plan total for the day was $212.68, or we spent 1 snack credit, 3 kids quick service credits, 1 kids table service credit, and 2 adult table service credits that day.
Good day.
Yeah. Another thing to note, we are not including anything that we just paid out of pocket for in this breakdown because it doesn't really matter for the purpose of this. So an example like Magic Kingdom Day, we bought our breakfast out of pocket.
Sorry, that's what I was saying earlier. When I was talking, I was like, I'm sure we got something else, but I couldn't remember out of pocket.
Yeah, we split a breakfast pizza at the Riviera.
That's right. That's
so good.
If you know, you know. A Skyliner ride on a chilly morning with a hot breakfast pizza.
Yeah. Anyway.
Day 3.
All right. What was day 3? It was
Hollywood
Studios. Okay, so day 3, our plan for the day, we really didn't know where we were going to have lunch. We played that by ear. There's a lot of great options. 3 of our favorites are ABC Commissary, Woody's Lunchbox, or Docking Bay 7 for meals. But there's a lot of great options, actually, in Studios. But we had a Fantasmic dining package for dinner. So we knew we had a big dinner to plan for. So again, we were going to kind of take it easy throughout the day in
an
terms
early
of snacks.
Big dinner.
Early, like 4:30, which I got roasted for.
Because they've got weird times for the Fantasmic dining package.
Yes. But we started off our day again by grabbing breakfast from the resort and sharing it, paid out of pocket for breakfast. It tends to be the cheapest meal of the day, especially when you're doing quick service. So it usually is one that we're just paying out of pocket for. But we decided to do lunch at Woody's Lunchbox this day. And again, like by the time we got to lunch, we were like, I'm not crazy hungry. Do you want to split something? We always make sure Kinley is like fed and full and ready to go.
Did we do another pizza this morning too?
We did a lot of breakfast pizza. I actually don't remember what we ate this morning. I don't know what we ate the day before, but yeah, we did a lot. We did like 4 breakfast pizzas.
Nothing wrong with it.
Usually we're doing like a Mickey waffle. Yeah. Anyway, so for lunch at Woody's Lunchbox, we used 2 adult quick service credits, and that got us 2 entrees, and we both did a grown-up lemonade with that, and then got Kinley a drink out of pocket. She ate the tachos, and we split the brisket grilled cheese with tomato soup, and then ate her leftover tachos.
And sat at a really cool little spot that they just opened on the way between Toy Story Land and Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah.
That would have been $60 out of pocket.
That's kind of crazy because we really didn't get that much.
It's kind of crazy.
To be fair, though, the cocktail is like $15. And then for dinner, we did our Fantasmic dining package, which if you're paying out of pocket for a Fantasmic dining package, you get, much like the table service credit, you get an entree, a dessert, and an alcoholic beverage or a specialty drink. Didn't really matter for us because we were using the dining plan, but Fantasmic dining packages are a fantastic use of a dining plan credit because we were able to, for 1 credit, get all of that food
at Sci-Fi.
At Sci-Fi Dine-In, which is where we chose to go. But there are multiple options. I'll put a picture here with the credit breakdown. You got all that food, and we got reserved priority seating at Fantasmic. And as we learned, a shorter walk to the venue, which was...
It was awesome. We walked up and we were like, oh, that's it? Like, for some reason...
If you've done Fantasmic before, the walk feels like you're walking forever.
Yeah. Anyways. So...
You go around, it's like a whole thing. How much would that have cost us out of pocket?
That got us 2 meals, 2 cocktails, 2 desserts for adults, and then 1 kids meal with a drink and dessert. Desserts were massive. Massive
we
sundaes.
Barely touched
the burgers. Were I mean, it was a ton of food. $141.
Wow. And that includes... You can go to Sci-Fi for cheaper, but that includes your Fantasmic seating.
Right.
Yeah, the experience. You got a little ticket afterwards.
Ticket.
It's cute. So if we would have paid out of pocket for what we used our credits for, it would have been $201.27.
Pretty much. Rest day, but
not a rest day. We went, just recapping this for this video, I'm like, we went all over the place.
We walked more on our rest day than we did in some parks.
Yeah,
so.
Crazy.
But I don't have a backpack on rest day, and so for me, it's like choice.
Yeah,
I just have my little sling.
It's a good day for you.
But we started to eat at Riviera at the La Petite Cafe. And we also used 2 of our snack credits to start with some of their special almond cold brew coffees. What would that have been?
Out of pocket, that would have been $12.58.
So again, over $6. Good use. Then we headed over to Disney Springs to our favorite, my favorite quick service location, and probably one of the best uses of a quick service credit. We went to the Polite Pig. And we got the butcher board for 2. So you use 2 credits, you get a big board of food. I mean, it's
delicious.
Every time
Turkey,
I'm like, maybe we should add something onto it, and then I don't, and I'm glad I don't because
we don't need that.
It's plenty of food. You get like 3 meats, 2 sides, cornbread, gherkins and things.
Yeah.
And you get 2 cocktails. And so we used 2 adult quick service credits that got us the butcher board and 2 cocktails. And then we used 1 kids credit, which got us
She got like little pulled pork sliders.
and then we got a drink out of pocket for that because it was or did it come? No, it came with a drink. That's right. Duh. So, oh yeah, she loves the sliders. And so, what would that have cost if we would have gotten
that? Would have been $77 for the polite pig out of pocket.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, great.
Then we hopped on the ferry, and we the ferry.
Little friendship boat.
Yeah. Yeah. And we rode over to French Quarter, and we got the Mickey vignettes. Now, here's where I could have been better. There was something about cost-wise, you can get, we used 2 snack credits, and we got 2 things of 3 beignets.
Yes.
Now, they sell one as 6 that's cheaper than buying 2, but it doesn't come as a snack credit. So
you can get 3 for a snack credit.
So I used 2 snack credits to get 2 orders of 3.
Which next time I tell you I want that many beignets, tell me no,
right, because every time we're like, oh, that's too much.
I forget how dense
they are so delicious.
Oh, they're so
and
good.
As a native Louisianian, they're the real deal, Lucille's. So what would that have been out of pocket?
$15.98.
Yeah. And I think if we would have ordered the 6 as their own,
like
it was
12.
like 12 something.
Yeah.
So.
But we were using the credits, so.
Then we headed to dinner back at the old resort at Primo Piatto. Mm-hmm. We used 2 adult quick service credits and 1 kids quick service credit. What did we get? I got the tuna bowl that I like.
I got a really delicious sandwich. And then we got a pizza.
Yep. And we as the adults.
You got a beer and I got a canned cocktail.
Yeah, you didn't like the cocktail.
It was fine.
It was a choice.
I wanted to try it.
It was after a long day, and it was like, I want to try something different. And then it was like,
yeah.
And that would have cost what out of pocket?
That would have been $60.42. Riviera's quick service restaurant is one of the best on property.
100%.
It's not just traditional theme park food. Like, he had a seared tuna salad. Yeah. I had a really
tuna,
amazing...
Narsois? No, swa?
I don't know.
And it comes on real plates, silverware. It's like a restaurant. It's like if you went to a restaurant where you order at the window and then go sit down and they bring it. It's really nice.
It's really good.
Been our total for that day.
So this day was one of our lower totals for the day, even though I feel like we went to a lot of places and did use quite a few credits. But we spent $165.98 to use 4 snack credits, 4 adult quick service credits, and 2 kids quick service credits. Watching this.
That day 5.
Epcot! I mentioned earlier, this was a day we really saved majority of our snack credits for. We knew that we wanted to buy a lot of snacks in Epcot because we were there during the Flower and Garden Festival.
It's going to be Epcot light, diet Epcot.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting when we go. But if you're going to be using the dining plan when you're in Disney World and there's an Epcot festival, highly recommend for you to save a good bit of snack credits and use those as like your lunch, your breakfast, whatever, because you can get an amazing bang for your buck, and you're going to see it when we break it down. Mm-hmm. We started off the day by rope dropping a ride and then booking it over from France to Norway, where we stopped for an orange cinnamon roll, which is new on the menu. We used a snack credit. How much was that?
$7.39.
Great use of it.
See in the video.
So then we sat over in the Yacht and Beach Grub area. They always, during festivals, turn that little area into a playground, and Kinley loves to play. We stopped at 2 different places. Yacht and Beach Grub for the seafood boil, and we went to the Honey Bistro, I think it was called, for the chicken and waffles.
And that would have been $15.40 in our pocket.
So great use of snack credits there.
Yep.
And then we continued to meander throughout the day. We stopped for 2 more snacks. At Brunch Cot, we did the shrimp and grits, and then the Citrus Blossom Cafe, we did the shrimp tempura, which I had that confused for something else that you wanted. I was so excited to be like, look what I got you, and you were like, cool. But anyway, it was good. It was
rest in peace, peanut butter and jelly wings.
That's Food and Wine too.
Well, they're delicious.
They're really good.
And that would have been $15.58 out of pocket. And that would have been $15.58 out of pocket.
And then we had 2 more snacks as we made our way throughout our little eating adventure for lunch. One was we stopped for the miso sticky ribs, which were how much?
And miso likey. $7.29.
And then our last flower and garden snack was the trio of chips and dips back at the Yacht and Beach Grub area.
$6.49.
Yeah, so it's barely a good use of a snack credit, but one of the most delicious snacks at the festivals. And then we had dinner at Beer Garden, which is the restaurant in Germany. It's an all-you-care-to-enjoy buffet German feast set to look like it's in a beer garden in Germany.
Delicious.
Really, really, really
Everything
good.
was good.
Yeah. We used 2 adult table service credits and 1 kids table service credit there. What would that have been out of pocket?
So for 3 buffet meals and 2 beers that we each got a beer, and they were like massive steins of beer, it would have been $150 out of pocket.
So when you break that down, maybe not the best use of a table service credit. It's one of the cheaper table service restaurants. However, because we got the beer, we made it worth it. It's like $45 for the buffet. Anyway.
So our daily total of that would have been $3.08.
Wow. And we used 7 snacks, 2 adult table service credits, and 1 kids table service credit. That brings us to our last day.
Travel home day.
But we always try to make our travel home day just as fun.
Yep.
One trip, this is completely unrelated. One trip, we took the first flight out of Orlando to go home, thinking we were going to be like, oh, we'll have the whole day at home. It'll be so great. We were miserable.
Yep.
There's nothing worse than having to pack your bags the night before and then wake up at the crack of dawn to
leave your favorite place.
So now we take like a late evening.
So
flight.
we're leaving on like the 6 o'clock flight,
Yeah.
which means you get to the airport at 4, which means you're out by 2:30. I think is when we like to be in an Uber. 2:33, which gives you
a really good
chunk of
your
time.
day.
So this time we decided to head over to we had breakfast at Topolino's.
Which is like our favorite character breakfast on Broadway.
Hey.
Lorenzo gave you a rest day.
What are you doing? So we had breakfast at Topolino's, one of our favorite places. It's at the Riviera. We just jumped on the elevator. We were there. We had 2 adult table service meals there. Each came with a cocktail. We had a kids table service, and she got a specialty drink. It also comes with a basket of pastries for the table, which are just phenomenal. And chocolate croissant. What would that have been out of pocket?
That would have been $182.79.
And so, great use. Then we decided, why let the fun stop? We're going to go to Magic Kingdom for a couple hours because we wanted to ride the People Mover. And so we headed over, and we said, what's quick?
We still had some credits to use. Yeah.
So we said, let's go to Cosmic Race.
So at this point, we had used all of our kids' quick service credits because of how we spent them strategically. So we just had 2 adult quick service credits left. I will tell you, I would not leave your 2 quick service credits to be used.
No, at Magic Kingdom.
If you can help it.
Yeah,
because
there's no alcohols.
Unless you don't drink,
yeah,
which
and that's fine.
Whatever.
But that's a whole nother conversation to have.
We could have been more strategic with our quick service credits. We could have used them on a breakfast throughout the week and gotten a little bevy in the morning and then paid out of pocket for this. But that's okay. We used 2 adult quick service credits and we got 2 meals. We shared chicken fingers and fries, and Kinley got a burger and fries.
And I don't know why the hate for Cosmic Race.
No, it's delicious. So when we say not a good use of your credits, it's not because it's not good.
Food's great.
Food's great. It's just because you could get more bang for your buck elsewhere. But it was tasty.
A slushy and a soda pop.
Yep. Kinley got a Sully slush, which is like one of her new obsessions now. And that would have cost...
cotton candy.
No, it's not. It's blue raspberry.
Oh.
With purple whipped cream.
It just looked like cotton candy.
Yeah.
That was $37.86 out of pocket. So
could have been better, but that's okay. We also already knew at this point that we had
beat the system.
The dining plan.
So we head back to the resort before we head out. Get one final
almond cold brew, which I love the coffee from the Riviera, and that would have been $6.29. Now, one thing I want to note, I somewhere along the way of tracking all the credits for our videos, I'm missing 2 snack credits somewhere in here, and I'm gonna assume that we spent them on coffee at some point or another.
Yeah.
We didn't leave any credits behind. No credit left behind ever. Don't do it. There's always something you can get.
If you're at your resort on the last day and you've got snack credits, go to the gift shop.
You can get like the bags of candy or the
It's a really good use of it, actually.
Yeah.
It's like $8 for a bag of candy, so.
Yeah. but don't leave them. Don't waste them.
No.
So what did we spend that day?
$226.94.
Yes, and that was 1 snack credit, 2 adult quick service credits, 2 adult table service credits, and a kids table service credit. Okay, so I already gave the spoiler alert that we did beat the dining plan, which isn't a spoiler if you watch the vlogs because you already knew. But how much would we have spent out of pocket on all the food we used credits for?
Our initial investment was $958.
Mm-hmm.
We spent, drumroll please, $1,349.
And probably another 18 of those snack credits I forgot to track.
Did we beat the dining plan? Heck yeah. $390 worth.
Yeah, we beat it by, probably over $400, which is
$400 that's saved out of your pocket.
And one important thing to note there is that's all things we would have done anyway had we been paying out of pocket. We don't order things just because we have the credit or to do it we like to maximize it. But it's a normal amount of food for us. We like to get drinks with our meals, and therefore we do feel like we got back $400.
100%.
So even if Kinley's dining plan wouldn't have been free this year, we still would have made $200.
Yep.
Which is a down payment for your next trip.
Mm.
What do you think are some pros of the dining plan?
I think that it forces you to think outside the box sometimes on what you want to eat, and you'll try new things and experience new things and make yourself slow down enough to go to like a table service and really enjoy that and immerse yourself as opposed to be bopping around the park.
I love that. One of my biggest pros is, you mentioned my spreadsheet. I mentioned, I like the game of it all. Beating the dining plan is, fun for me, and figuring out how we're going to do it. I love to kind of do the pre-math and pre-plan what I think everyone's going to order, just to make sure it makes sense for our family. So, I just think it's a lot of fun. That might be the only one.
Another pro is it's just so easy to use. I mean, it's on your Magic Band, pop, put in a code, out the door. You don't have to have, your kid could go up and get it. I mean, it's super, super easy and
user-friendly.
Yeah, very user-friendly.
Mm-hmm. And if you have it and you're confused by it, any cast member would be happy to show you where to find it in your app, to walk you through it. And at the restaurants, if you're confused on what qualifies or doesn't, your waiter or waitress is always going to help break it down for you and tell you what they recommend. Mm-hmm. And they'll tell you what beverages you can add on, what you can't. They want you to have a great experience too. Mm-hmm. My second pro is that the dining plan includes alcoholic beverages. Mm-hmm. And for us, that is a pro, because when we're on vacation, we like to have a cocktail with lunch, or sometimes breakfast, definitely with dinner. We don't do that in our normal lives. We don't always go out to lunch and get a cocktail.
Cocktails that we wouldn't try normally too.
Yeah. And it feels like a great value because we know we're on vacation, we want to have a cocktail, but we don't always want to pay $20, $15 for a cocktail every time. But because it's included in the cost of your credit and we know we're already getting a great value out of the plan, it feels like a nice bonus for us.
And then my final pro is it's just a good value if you do it right. I mean, it really is.
Yeah, my final pro is that it's really nice from a budget perspective because you can kind of pre-plan the majority of your meals. So we mentioned we didn't talk about the meals we paid out of pocket for. They're very few and far between. It's usually breakfasts, and we'll usually split something.
We definitely did not spend, what we saved, we didn't spend that much on our extra stuff. So we saved still on top of what we spent on top of the dining plan.
Yeah. It's a great way for us to just kind of go into a trip. You already paid for it because you do it ahead of time. Mm-hmm. And so it's one less thing to worry about.
Like a cheaper trip.
Hitting your credit card statement when you come home to pay off.
Regarding cons, I mean, there's not a ton. The main one for me is that you may not be hungry that day for whatever reason. You may have a tummy issue, or it just may not be a super hungry day, or it could be a ravenous day and you haven't planned for that. And if it's the only money that you have for food, you don't have that extra, because a lot of families use this for budgetary reasons, and it's a way to say, this is it, guys.
Disney's expensive as is,
so
for sure.
it locks you in one way or the other. Mm-hmm. It gives you a lot of freedom.
Or you're spending the money outside of it, and then you're wasting the money you already spent.
Right. So it locks you in, but at the same time, if you have a picky eater, or and they're like, I only eat this,
Yeah.
it may not be for you.
Totally. My only con is that it doesn't include everything. So big creators will tell you it's too much food and how do you spend all your credits? And I always have so many credits left over. I saw somebody on Facebook who had like 8 quick service. No, it was a big creator who had 8 credits left after. And we were like, how?
I think a lot of people also, they're using that for like, they say, let's see if we can beat it. And then they go for one day. And they go from like 11 to 4.
That's
and
fair.
they're like, we've got to eat breakfast and a quick service and a table.
That's fair.
And it's like, no, that's not how you use it.
That's not how, right. That's not how you usually.
It's a week-long trip that you've got to break it down over so much. Yeah,
But for us, our perfect dining plan would be 2 quick service meals per day and a table service. Like, if we could include our breakfast in and just have one prepaid for all of our snacks and our meals, like, we would do it every time. Mm-hmm. But, alas.
And the last con, quote unquote, is if you're your first trip and you're trying to experience everything and you bought the one with table service, it can eat into a big chunk of your park day.
Depending on how you look at it. Because I think
or it could be extremely part of your, one of the most memorable things of your park
mm-hmm.
day. But think about that. Are you wanting to be in, it's really nice for us in the summer especially.
We like to sit in the AC
Take
and relax.
2 hours.
Yeah. But that might not be for you. Yeah, totally.
So be sure to subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of the fun coming up. From this video's recording, we're leaving in 19 days.
Oh my goodness. Before we leave you, we would love it if you would tell us your thoughts in the comments below. Leave us a comment and let us know, do you like the dining plan? Do you hate the dining plan? I do feel like it is a very polarizing topic for Disney adults. We're team dining plan. Are you? And if you're not, tell us why, because maybe you'll change our mind. Maybe there's ways we're not thinking about it. But we'd love to hear it.
You down with DDP?
Yeah, you know me. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching.
See you in the future.
Bye.